It's time. Lock, load, put on your Infinity Gauntlet and grab your lightsaber. This is Nerd Talk. Presented by Webeam TV.
Hello, everybody.
Hey!
Hello, out there in Florida fall. It's cold land.
Ish.
Ish, kind of cold, kind of cool.
It teased us.
It's
cozy.
Yeah.
I'm from Ohio.
We can wear our hair down and not sweat weather.
Exactly. For the most part.
You know what? And I always hate to be the guy who talks about the weather because everybody's like, in Florida. Like, what's it like in Florida? It's habitually warm and sweating unnatural. places.
Right? Constantly. A
But
friend.
Cold was nice. Cold was nice.
It is.
Chilly,
Yeah.
for sure. For sure.
A friend of mine lives in Wisconsin, and I shared something a couple weeks ago about Clearwater. They shut down 2 blocks of Cleveland Street, and it's staying closed down through January, so everybody can still eat outside. And she was like, "It's so weird to me that you guys eat outside after October."
Yeah.
Well, it's the best time to eat
Yeah,
outside.
it's the only time.
Yeah.
I know, right? That's the best time.
Exactly.
The seagulls die bombing your table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the no-see-ums.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Sam.
So, but you may notice our illustrious tech boss,
Boss Tech.
Boss Tech. Thank you. I'm still sort of new. He's not here tonight, but he gives his warmest regards. So the 4 of us, we've been doing great things on Nerd Talk right now.
Before that matter.
Before that, well, yeah, we're the cool ones.
I may be homeless by the time the show ends.
That's okay. So again, welcome and enjoy. We have a list of things to go over and subjects and things of that nature. So it'll be.
Actually, let's talk about this past Sunday.
Let's talk
I got
about
to do
this
something
past.
I haven't done before.
You want to go first then, and then we'll.
Well, what I did ties into that because
Yeah.
I switched a certain special D&D show at Nerdosphere.
We did. That was actually a lot of fun. We did. We ran for the first. It was like a test run. We were like taking the boat. We're in Florida. We're taking the boat out for a spin to see how it went. So as you know, there's Nerdosphere, which is a streaming lounge for all your gaming needs. So you can do parties and birthday parties and all sorts of cool stuff. Plus there's the Glorious Geeks game store opening up, and you'll be able to get Dungeons and Dragons books and Call of Star Wars and blah, 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 blah. And
saw some
local
Warhammer 40K
artwork.
figures
Yeah, Warhammer, yeah, right. We have local artists who are going to put stuff in there, all sorts of stuff. But we had to give it a test because we want local gamers to come in and bring their game groups to not only just maybe play, but if they want to stream, and not just with a simple little phone. I mean, we're
Yeah.
talking.
All the cameras.
Yeah, we're talking, man.
everything.
3, 4 cameras, camera above, cameras at the end. It was so anyway. We streamed, and it was a blast. We had what do we have? We had 6.
6? Yeah, 6.
Yeah, we had 6 players plus myself, and it was. I had a blast. My players were a little anxious because we have never streamed before. I was a little anxious because I wasn't sure what to expect, but yeah, and it was a lot of fun. The table worked great. The room was great. We did have some audio challenges,
Yeah.
but again, that's
But
why
that
we.
was our first day.
It was. That was like the
testing.
very
It was
first
a test
time.
to see, okay, what do we got fixed next time and everything.
Yeah, it was.
So
It
now
was
we know
cool.
what
It was
to
very
fix
cool. I
and-
really had a blast. So, and what's cool is that was like your first time listening to me run
Yeah.
a game, and you enjoy. I mean, you thought it was. I mean,
I loved it. It was a lot of entertaining. I don't know the gentleman's name. Ariel's husband?
Ken.
No, it wasn't
The
him. It
bard.
was the other guy. The other guy next to him that had the staff. He was like, I have
Oh,
the staff.
Jack.
Yeah.
Yes, Jack.
But then
Jack.
Ken was funny because he was a bard.
Yeah.
So during his spells, he would actually start singing.
Yeah.
And he did what? Diamonds in the Rough.
Yeah, he did a bunch of stuff. It was funny. He was, Ken was ready. He was like, dude, we're streaming. I'm gonna be. He was like, he had like all these little tunes ready to go for his
That's awesome.
spells. Oh yeah, it was like.
Yeah, he has a
so-
little book of song lyrics, and then he keeps the songs playing on his little
It was.
earpiece so he can keep tone when he's doing it.
Yeah, it was funny. So
That's
I
cool.
had to wonder Ariel because she kept rolling bad in it.
Ariel had bad
bad dice.
rolls, but it was cool. It was good. No, and
It's fun.
It was. Jack was great, and then Stacy, his wife, was there. She plays, so it's great to have. It was a good table. We had
Yeah.
3 guys, 3 girls playing. It was a lot of fun. But Jack and I, we sometimes get a little naughty when they play. So So we were like, oh man, what do we do? Need to keep this like PG. So if you notice, if you watch the video, Jack has a rubber band on his wrist, and every time he wants to say no words or whatever, he just starts snapping that rubber band when he plays. But at the end, the part when he got to the, if you watch the video, watch it. You can stream it off of the Nerdosphere page and watch the adventure.
Yeah. So how Twitch works, the videos stay up for 14 days.
Yeah.
Unless you're affiliate and people subscribe to you, then it can stay for 60 or 90 days.
So we're working. We have we have to go to Twitch and subscribe to us, and go to YouTube and subscribe to us. It's on YouTube also right now, but it was great. So it was a lot of fun. So
I'm looking forward to the next session.
I want to get more players.
I want to know what keeps happening.
It is. Well, one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to run introduction games. If you've never played before, you can play. So we have people who she is going to Call of Cthulhu. So we're going to get into the dark side of. Have you ever played Call of Cthulhu or anything?
No.
Dungeons and Dragons or anything?
I've played freestyle D&D a little bit.
Okay. But yeah, so we want to make it so we can bring folks in, give them to play, try, and then after the games talk about it, so they can say, hey, this is cool, so people get an idea. Because like Dungeons and Dragons is like super popular right now. I mean, it's fantastic. So, but it was great. It was a good
cool
time.
to be a nerd now. So you
It is nice to be a nerd.
Right?
They're like,
Right.
we're going to pick on you.
I was in high school. I was in a Christian school, so it was bad.
Extra bad.
It was extra bad. Yeah, it was extra bad. But it's all good now, though. So it's all good now. But yeah, it was a blast. But yeah, I watched the video and let us know your thoughts and of the Dungeons and Dragons game. It was a blast. Yeah, it's a homebrew game world too. Something I'm making up that everybody's playing in. So it was good. I'm glad you liked it, man. It was cool. I could hear everybody
forward to more. And I've had
chuckling
people
occasionally.
that watched it I'm friends with that start following the page and they loved it.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
That's good to hear. So awesome.
And if you want your artwork featured in the shop, or if you sell anything nerdy like dice, make dice, contact them. Nerdosphere on Facebook.
Yeah, let us know. Yeah, if you have any type of, we have custom dice tray. Ken, who plays, makes custom dice trays. We have all sorts of stuff we're bringing into the store to start selling. So
I got a few people that are looking for their artwork, and I got
Yep.
a girl that makes dice.
Ooh,
so
that's
she's
cool.
still finishing getting everything perfect.
Yeah.
And she said she'll contact us to us.
That'd be awesome.
That's cool.
That is
Definitely
cool.
want to sell your dice because
Yep.
hers is cool for the 20 or little rabbits.
That's nice.
I'm like, oh, we need these. These are
Yes, that's cool.
cool. Always gotta have cool dice.
I dig it.
And if you play D&D any games like that, you normally have a whole dice collection anyway.
You have got
Yeah.
a humongous. If you play, you may get you can never have too much dice because dice go bad like anything
Yeah,
else.
you got punished dice.
So you have like little
Jail.
dice jails and things like that. where you just-
Time out.
You time little time out.
You do.
Yeah,
or
you
you
have to.
throw them out the door.
Yeah. It's
Dice are bad.
That's
You
interesting.
end up collecting. Stacy, who played, and again, hey Stacy, she has got hundreds of dice. She's got fishing tackle boxes, and she's got like 7 tackle boxes.
Oh my God.
Filled with various dice, and then every time she plays a new character, she buys new dice. Because let's say she's playing a ranger. Well, a ranger, a person of the forest, obviously is going to need some type of cool-looking green dice. So she's going to go buy real cool.
Naturally.
But yeah, you gotta coordinate the dice color with whatever you're playing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
It's
just.
been
I don't
good.
make the rules. It's just,
I love that
That's
people
what you
are
gotta
able
do.
to make dice now at home because I got a lot of friends I've been watching what they do. One
Mm-hmm.
of my friends is making them with little rubber duckies inside it.
I have seen some
And
with
I've seen some with like a little astronaut figure inside.
Yeah.
Like making them with resin
Yeah.
or something.
they
That's
are.
cool. I want to play with resin. Resin
That's
looks
cool.
fun.
One of the guys selling stuff, Ken, is making. We're selling. You can actually buy through the Glorious Cakes healing potions that has red resin in it, and then it's got the D4 dice, so that when you're at your game table, you can grab a healing bottle, you shake the healing bottle, and dump the. So it's pretty cool. But the resin's amazing.
That's
so.
neat.
I saw something the other day and it made me think of a game. It's a challenge coin, but it was for like good luck or something.
Oh, uh huh.
And I'm like, that's what they need.
We do need our
Little
own
coins.
challenge coin to pass out. That's on the list. So yeah. So it's a lot of fun.
So, and we
Never gets
also
old.
have another site, bonfire.com, where we sell merchandise of the shop and everything. You can get your own Nerd Talk mug, T-shirt, like Interstellar tour shirt.
Yeah, you can get all that stuff there.
Cool.
Plus, we'll have stuff in the store to sell. So if you're local and you want to get it and you don't want to wait, you'll be able to pop into the Nerdosphere and be able to pick up swag there also. So you can either get on the website right now, but once the store opens, you can also pick it up there. So we'll
Very
have all
cool.
sorts of cool stuff going on.
I can't wait for it to.
I can't wait either.
I want to be. So many games I want to play over there.
Yeah, it'll be good.
I just don't want. When my friends was like, "You going to start playing Warhammer 40K?" I'm like, "No." They're like, "Why?" I go, "Because the game takes anywhere from 3 to 12 hours."
Yeah, that would take
Yeah, I don't have that kind of patience.
Yeah. I feel bad running a 4-hour D&D session, but I will do it because it's fun. So I know, yeah, it's awesome.
So how's everybody's week?
Crazy.
Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, stuff's been super crazy. Lots of health things that are kind of getting better. We have 2 new kittens. So a couple weeks ago, I was talking to Tommy because I wanted a new cat. We have 1 cat and 1 dog and the lizards and stupid fish. And I was like, I really want a cat. I want an adventure cat that we can take on hikes with us. He's like, we don't really need another cat right now. We don't need... Right.
I mean,
Exactly, because we go on
daughter's
hikes and
yeah.
stuff, and we want to take the
Melissa
cat
is
with
an
us.
Adventure cat. Just so you know.
So he, on Sunday, he was like, well, no, we don't need an extra vet bill right now. The very next day, he made me a wine rack for our anniversary, because our wedding anniversary was just a couple weeks ago. And he went outside to go get it, and he's like, hey, so I think there's a cat outside. It was hiding underneath a pile of scrap metal in the yard,
So
and it just stayed there.
Yeah.
Loves us, loves everybody. Super chill on a leash. I took this thing on a walk in the woods, and it walked on the leash. It followed the dog. He loves the dog.
Oh, wow.
And then a couple of days ago, we got groceries delivered, and we go outside, and Tommy's like, I hear a cat. I'm like, no, you don't. You're just, quit. He's like, no, really, I hear a cat. And so 3.5 hours later, we had this little 19-ounce kitten that we trapped. It took forever. And she's warming up to us. So now we have 3 cats all of a sudden.
Yeah, that works. That's
Right? I win.
now
You
got
put
your
it out there to
adventure
the
kitty.
universe.
I know. And so Smog is the bigger one. Smog from Lord of the Rings is his name.
That's good.
And he's been to the Clearwater Brewery. He's been to Brighter Days Brewery in Tarpon Springs. So he's going to be our little brewery adventure cat.
Small. That's awesome.
And the other one is Amelia for Amelia Pond.
Now,
So-
even.
I'm great. I honestly, this weekend was a blessing because I have been just fiending for concerts. Like the fact that concerts are still illegal just like makes my blood boil. And my friend invited me to some dive free show in Sarasota at this venue that's probably like half the size of this room. And I'm like, this is going to be horrible, but whatever. It's live music. Take me. And we drove all the way to Sarasota, and I was blown away.
Oh.
Like his name is Trailer Park Mark or something like that. Have you heard of this guy? He's local. I don't understand why he's not famous.
Huh.
Not only was the music awesome, but like the whole crowd was in on it. Like it was like, no, I was blown away. I was so grateful.
That's
And
awesome.
it reminds
That
me
is.
why it's so important to support local and not just go to your stadium events,
is.
because I will put my money on it. In 5 years, I will not be able to afford a ticket to this man's show. So I'm super grateful I got to see him while I got the chance.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm still hooked on that one artist you told me about.
Amigo the
Yeah.
Devil, the love of my life.
He looks like Post Malone, but his music is like amazing.
He actually dressed up as Post Malone for Halloween. There's pictures of it on Instagram.
See, I feel bad. Like the music I like the Black Honkies. That's who I like.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, the Black Honkies is.
Bearded Brothers are pretty friggin' awesome too, if you like country music.
They are good. Yeah, Amigo's got a new album coming out, and he was in Rolling Stone magazine. I'm so happy for him.
Awesome, man.
Like, it's like the fact that he's a satanic country folk singer and he's in Rolling Stone just blows my mind. Like, I never thought that it would be mainstream enough
Yeah.
that like a major magazine would pick up on it, but I love him.
Huh.
His fan base is amazing. Like, you could go to one of his shows in like Piedmont, North Dakota, and if you're at the show, your family, like everyone's like, oh, let me buy you a drink. Like, oh,
Aw.
let's sing this song together. Like, it's just such a happy, like, little, like, cult. And this Trailer Park Mark guy, like, his fans totally reminded me of that. It was the same kind of,
Camaraderie
yeah,
type of thing.
same kind of, like, back at home feeling, and I loved it.
Nice, nice.
I've been hooked watching his music videos and everything. I got all the albums down my Apple.
We have a new album. new album. I think he said I think it's a month out, something like that, month and a half out.
I'll be looking forward to that.
There you go.
So does anybody watch Space Force on Netflix?
I watched Space Force.
Yes,
Oh, I love
I did.
First
It
season
was.
was great.
You know what's so funny though? I never listen to critics anyway, but the critics just hammered Space Force.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's
yeah,
dumb,
It's,
Yeah,
it's
it's
gloriously dumb,
but it's supposed to be
it
dumb.
It is, which is why I love that show.
Yeah.
I mean, at the very beginning, when they kidnap the guy at the Quickie Mart or whatever it is, and then it's like a running gag with oh man, that's just I'm like, this is fantastic.
It is.
Well,
I liked it.
greenlit season 2 now. So we're
It's
on
awesome.
the
That's
second
awesome.
season.
That's
Yeah.
exciting.
I can't wait. 'cause
Yeah.
That show is so fun.
That is.
I want to see what keeps happening.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. But I really liked it. That was one of those under the radar ones, I thought.
Yeah.
So,
What shows have y'all been watching lately?
Sabrina
man.
and the 100.
I haven't seen a 100.
It is not bad because even when they win, they lose and people die. So like it's not this stupid happy show where when they win, everybody's all happy. A lot of major characters have died, but not like Game of Thrones level.
Yeah.
But like every time they win, they sort of win, but then a lot of people get messed up too. So I like that because it's not just, oh, everybody's happy at the end of it.
Sounds
It's
like
not
real
that.
life.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, it's a lot more real life.
Sunshine and
Yeah.
flowers,
Exactly. It's way more realistic as much as a sci-fi future, the world is over kind of show can be, but I love it. It's awesome. The 7th season, we just started the 7th season, and it's really, really slow.
I never seen it. The 100. I'll have to
Yeah.
watch it.
It's pretty good. I like it.
I started rewatching Lucifer again. 'Cause I'm waiting for the
Lucifer's
second
amazing.
half of season 5 to come out. I'm like, oh, I love this show. I'm happy they're doing one more season. They're ending it with season 6. I
do like that.
See, I don't know. I don't have so much time, but I always watch Witcher and stuff like that.
Which is great. And they're doing season 2 of that. Mark Hamill's
Very
going to be
pleased.
coming into it.
I did not know Mark Hamill was
Yeah,
going to be
Mark,
in Witcher.
Mark Hamill wanted to do it, so they're bringing him in. So I'm looking forward to it. And
Yay.
What's going to be good about Witcher 2, the second season, it's everybody's going to be in the same time period.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
no more jumping, because in the beginning, not knowing it's jumping back and forth.
Yeah, yeah,
What the hell is going on here? I'm so confused.
yeah,
But it's all going to be in one time period now.
yeah.
Awesome.
I can't wait.
That's cool.
I just started The Crown, which I've been avoiding because Netflix has been suggesting it
Is that
to me
the one
forever.
about the royal family?
Yeah.
Did that any good?
I've
Is
been
it
reading
amazing?
online about how like the royal family has actually been making like public statements, like just running their mouth about the show and how bad it is. So I'm like, okay, well if you hate it, like I'm probably gonna love this. So I just started it like yesterday or the day before, and so far I'm really loving it.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm excited to get to the Princess Di time period where, because that's what's got the royal family so mad, is how they portrayed her and what was going on in the family at that
So you're
point.
right.
So I've
So
got like
probably-
3 years to catch
Probably
up.
has the juice.
Oh, that's
there.
cool.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like insinuating that she deserved it.
No, we can't say that. Princess
That's what the
Di
show
alone.
is suggesting, is that they were kind of like, okay, she's pushing too many boundaries, like get rid of her, and then all of a sudden this happened.
That's
so for this to be
crazy.
coming from like,
Conspiracy.
yeah, and then of
That's
course,
cool.
what's her name? I hate trying to say her name. Tim Burton's wife.
Oh, Helen,
Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That broad.
whatever her name
So,
is.
yeah.
Bippy Boppity Boo's in it.
Well, she was in
Loves the
the,
HPC.
she was in the Netflix Sherlock Holmes thing.
Yeah, the Enola Holmes.
Enola Holmes.
That,
That
was,
was amazing.
really
I
good.
know John watched it the other day, but me and Dylan left to go get food, so we only saw a little bit.
I was super pissed that was just a movie. I thought it was a whole ass series, and then all of a sudden it was over, and I was like,
I
wait,
really liked it.
why?
Yeah,
really enjoyed
I
it.
would have watched that for a couple years.
Yeah, absolutely. That was awesome.
But
I
thought
loved
she was
that.
great in that as the mom. And then I thought the whole cast though was like,
Yeah, they were fantastic.
I mean,
I need to catch
she'll
up
always
with
be
that
you need to watch it.
Fight
Right.
Club in my mind, but
Fight
that's
Club.
fine.
Oh, that's classic though.
Best movie one-liner ever.
Great.
now. Everybody now is watching Mandalorian.
Yeah, got it.
Except I.
Yeah. I haven't watched the most recent episode yet, but no,
Oh man.
we're behind a little bit.
So So Bryce Dallas
Directed
Howard
the third one.
directed the third one, and everybody knows her from the newest Jurassic Park movies.
And
her
from
directing
The
has
Village,
been great.
which
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. Well, she did a great job though. Well, the episodes she directed in the first season, I thought those were okay. You know, I mean they weren't bad, but I thought they were good, but not. But I thought this episode, this third one, was just out of the park.
I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah, it was good.
So many Easter eggs in them.
There was a ton, but you know what's really funny? I happened to watch. I'm going to just gently lob this stone into the well of social justice warrior people. I'm gently lobbing, gently lobbing. In that third episode, the women have got armor on us. You can tell they're women in the armor.
Yeah.
Okay. But people were.
What do you mean by that? I didn't see it.
So well, it's cut like a woman. How should I
So
say?
there's a
The
specific
female
cut to be
Mandalorians have
female?
breastplates.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, there you go.
Well, I'll say they have.
I'm just trying to set someone up.
You know, I don't want Johnny yell at me. Anyway, he's always like, you got to be careful what you say. You got to be careful what you say. Okay. Johnny, be careful. Anyway, but some people were complaining because they had breastplates.
Why?
Great. It's
But I was like,
Why were they
I don't
complaining?
know. I didn't even read
Because it looked different than the men?
Probably. I don't know.
That's
I don't
stupid.
go down that road. I thought the episode was great. Everything about it I liked. There was not one thing.
I don't wanna
I'd say
spoil
I would say
anything.
so
You
much
can,
more.
I don't care. I'll,
No.
I'll watch it tomorrow.
But we do learn there's two different versions of Mandalorian.
Which was awesome, cool.
Yes.
Which sort
Which
of took
I
me
didn't
out.
even know about. And
I didn't either.
And in one of them, genocide's okay, is what I'm reading on the internet.
Is it? I don't know.
Okay, so I've never watched the show. So the only thing I know about the show is what my friends are crying about on Facebook. And there were like a lot of like, I'm not going to stereotype, but there's a very specific demographic out there that is very, very, very offended by this whole egg eating thing and how
Yes, Baby
how they're
Yoda.
making it like super lighthearted about just killing off entire species and,
Yeah,
and
Right, but it wasn't the entire species. Like, he just ate a couple of them. Like, it was bad. But,
but because he's
need to
cute,
get
he's
over
allowed
it.
to.
like, he got scolded, but he's a baby. So, like, what the hell can you do to a baby? It was funny. Because we're watching it, and my husband's like, my husband goes, he's going to eat those eggs. And I was like, no, he's not.
So horrible.
Well, we don't
I mean,
know
I
what
would,
that
Maybe the
race
eggs weren't
eats.
fertile.
So maybe that's
I
what they
don't know.
eat. Maybe
I
they
don't
eat
know.
eggs. We don't know anything about that race.
I don't think I've ever seen Yoda eat anything. Now that I
No.
think about it.
No.
Did he eat soup in the hut
Did he?
when they were all
don't
sitting
know.
around the table? And,
I don't remember.
I'm
I'm a bad nerd right now. I don't remember.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's for one of those nerds that pay attention to
It
every
is, it
single
is.
little detail.
You guys like
It's
the
not
first
me.
episode, though. But it's really
I'm
good.
surprised Sean's not calling in.
But one thing about the newest episode is
Tell me.
one of the female Mandalorians is a professional wrestler, Sasha Banks. She made
Nice.
her acting career, started it officially on this. So it's kind of cool seeing that.
Well, but like, can you technically say that she's starting her acting career? Because if you're wrestling, then technically you're acting anyways.
It's very true.
I would have to give you points for that.
Yeah. I don't know.
It is not a fine line. It is acting.
I really like that episode, though.
People still think that's a sport, and that's what blows me.
Yeah, that's what
It's nerd approved. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. I can't wait.
Yep, that was
especially if they do that spin-off with Boba Fett.
Yeah.
More spin-offs.
So
But stuff going on at Disney too, though. Do you think do you think they're going to shut the parks down again in Florida?
what number?
Well,
Probably.
I'm just talking about the hotel that's opening up, the Star Wars hotel.
I think they'll shut the parks down again, or they'll limit them a little bit more, the
So I wonder
capacity.
how, like when they do like these new theme hotels opening up, though, if they take into account the
Yeah.
you know.
The Star Wars hotel is going to be interesting, but I don't like what they're doing.
What are they doing?
So it's going to be like $1,500 or $2,000 per person
To
And
stay
it's
in a hotel?
To stay in a hotel.
I take it that's
and
for a
it's
week?
2-night 2-night, 3 days.
Wow.
It's
Does
either
that
2 nights or
include
3 nights.
every single
like a
meal?
park
Do they have a butler
No,
that wipes
no.
your butt?
It's per person. So like
Like, that's stupid.
the whole family, like John and everybody, that would be 5 people, $1,500 each.
That is insane.
That's outrageous.
Yeah.
No.
Because they don't have enough money already. They have to make this
Because
stupid
people are-
expensive.
And it's a 3-day minimum. You can't do it. You can
That-
it's not even minimum. It's I
There's
think 2
already-
nights and
So you
3
can't
days.
rent it by the hour.
That's so ridiculous. Like, there's already families that save for years to go to Disney, and now they're making it even more expensive. Like, this is just some
But
stupid
it's gonna be a
elitist.
whole role play
bullcrap.
experience too. When you get in there, you're your own character.
Don't get me started.
Everybody's a character.
Unless you're a
and
Kanye
everything.
or you have cancer, you're not allowed to get married at the Princess Castle.
Yeah.
When I found that out, like I was.
What?
Yeah.
It's so
They took,
expensive.
like weddings at the actual Cinderella Castle,
Right.
completely like
Yeah,
off
they
the
do them
table.
in other
I didn't
spots.
know
I
that.
think.
It's
Oh,
literally
it's only
you
like,
have to be a celebrity. Like Beyonce would be allowed to if she wanted to, and then like Make-A-Wish can basically do
Like
whatever
that
they want
kind
in
of
the park,
people.
and that's it.
that's ridiculous. That-
Like, there is
so
no price
charity
for somebody who
cases.
does not have a like giant following behind them. Like you
That's
need 2 million followers
dumb.
and 2 million in the bank.
That's outrageous.
Well,
Or
that's
you
like
need to
the
be on your
secret
deathbed.
Club 33. You got to pay a membership of 10,000 or
What's
But
Club
if one
30?
of us had that money and was dumb enough to spend that, we'd still be allowed to.
Yeah. So Club 33. Club 33 is the hidden club in Disney.
Oh, okay.
You got
Yeah,
no.
there's a
It's
plaque.
There's liquor.
Yeah.
There's liquor in the park.
Only spot in the Magic Kingdom to get liquor.
I thought you could get booze in the Magic Kingdom now. I thought they changed that rule.
In Epcot, you can.
Well, you can always get.
But I
drunk
think
in
you
Well,
can
yeah,
get
'cause you can drink
beer
around the
in
world.
Magic Kingdom, but I don't think you can
No.
see actual liquor.
There's no liquor. I think there's beer
I
at
think
the
there's
tavern
beer.
thing over by
Yeah.
Haunted Mansion. I think you can get beer there,
Yeah.
but I've never
Beer
heard of
and maybe
liquor being
wine.
sold.
Well, because they want it to be more family
Yeah.
friendly.
That's why they've always done it like that.
Huh.
That's
But
crazy.
Let's go ahead and jump to a trailer.
Railer.
Trailer
Stop
for a
making
movie
fun of
called
Disney.
Songbird.
That
know
look,
this
is that
makes
the one
I'm
you
sense.
so
got?
excited
Is that the
about
one
it.
in with the yeah,
COVID.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
So let's go ahead and roll with that trailer real quick.
Good morning, Miss Garcia.
Good morning, sunshine. I miss you. I could kiss you right now.
Someday.
Curfew is now in effect. All unauthorized citizens must stay indoors.
Tensions rise as we enter the 213th week of lockdown.
Grim new reality emerges.
COVID-23 has mutated.
Beginning thermal scan. Thermal scan normal.
A horrifying new development
New
today.
data confirms the virus attacks the brain tissue.
Hey, whoa, 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 whoa! I'm immune! I'm immune!
Worldwide death toll rises to over 110 million.
All infected Americans are being forced into quarantine camps.
Sarah. Sarah, what's going on?
Department of Sanitation.
Sarah, talk to me.
I think my neighbor has a fever.
It'll be so much easier if you just open the door. Mrs. Grant, you have visitors.
Sarah, please. Sarah, open the door. Sarah.
Sarah, do not open that door.
Beginning thermal scan. 3, 2, 1. Anomaly detected. Armed guards will be arriving in 4 to 6 hours. You must not attempt to leave your home, or you will be shot on sight.
This is my message to you. I know you're in there.
They're coming. I have to let you go.
No. Sarah! Sarah!
Say goodbye to me.
Sarah, I'm not letting you give up.
This is my message
Sometimes we have to do things we don't want to survive.
I'm trying to save the one person left in my life that matters to me.
I can't help you. What you're talking about is illegal.
I'm here.
Every little thing gonna be alright. And remember, stay safe, sane, and sanitized.
I know. You should just be, right, yeah.
Like the new Elvira.
Do you
I
remember
can just
that?
talk over
Do
dumb.
you remember, what is it, Billy Joe Bob's drive-in movie
Yes.
theaters? And all he would do is he would crack on movies before he'd show them and whatnot.
He's been against,
Or is
I
it,
think,
is
it's
it Joe
Spooky
Bob
before.
Briggs or is it Billy Bob Joe Bob Briggs? Maybe it's Joe Bob Briggs.
I remember Mystery Science Theater.
Mr. Science, that was a classic, though. That was awesome.
Like them, Elvira, Vampire. Like, I
Elvira's
would love
great.
to do that. Just
Yeah.
poke fun.
But that,
I think you and Mark should do that because Mark has that spooky thing with his ghost stories. So y'all should just do.
But then I won't be
come.
allowed to curse.
You can curse. Mark
Yeah, you
won't
can
care.
Okay.
Mark's not sensitive.
He's invited.
Mark's not sensitive. Mark's okay. He's not
the
sensitive.
trailer was great, though.
Who's?
Another
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I know who that was.
Yeah, that movie looks really interesting.
does.
I'm
I'm
down to
super
watch
excited
that.
about it.
Yeah. When
I'm a
does that
little
actually drop?
terrified.
What was the...
Actually, I don't know. I'm a little terrified of the more emotionally driven demographic that's going to watch this and think that this is like our definite future, and they're going to like throw on their tinfoil hats, and we're going to have like all sorts of like TP shortages again.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that's not happening right now.
Right.
It's going to get worse. People, especially today, like people do not know how to draw the line between like reality
No, I agree. They
and
don't.
And
fiction.
excess, yeah.
And it's great because when fiction is so close to reality, it gets you emotionally invested. So it makes it more entertaining. But like when you start blurring those lines, the Looney Tunes take it and run.
Yeah.
And I'm a
Absolutely.
little scared.
And right now has been ripe for that.
Yes, the Looney Tunes have taken
Oh, yeah.
over the asylum.
Balloon's been launched.
Yes.
That's for sure.
So I know there's an article I believe you posted.
I
this.
did. Vince Vaughn's the man. Yeah.
Yes, I'll let you talk about this.
No, nothing. He just. I think it's hilarious that Vince plays Dungeons and Dragons, and he used to play. I think he still plays with the group. Joe. Can never pronounce his last name.
Tom Morello?
Giuliano.
Yeah, he was in.
Oh, the True Blood guy?
Yeah.
The handsome one?
Yeah, the handsome guy. That's what I was thinking also. He, right, because Joe in his basement runs a huge D&D game for local celebrities and whatnot.
That's so cool.
And he's got this thing with his wife. What's her name? Sophia.
Vergara.
I can't
Yeah,
pronounce
they
her
got
name.
this. They got some deal. She gives him the basement, and the thing is like a temple to Dungeons and Dragons miniatures. He's got this ongoing campaign. Vince got invited to play. So there's been pictures and articles on Vince Vaughn playing, which is awesome for the hobby. You're like, come on.
In Rage Against the Machine,
Yeah, and
Tom
then
Morello
and then the
plays.
guy from Rage Against the Machine. So they broke off.
That's the last person I thought would play.
Yeah, and
I
they
never
have-
pictured him playing because
Dude,
how
the guy from Led
political
Zeppelin,
and
yeah.
outspoken he is with his music. I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, but the guy from Led Zeppelin used to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
So, you know. It's
I
been-
believe that.
But that's just, yeah. In fact, the one song talks about Mariah and all that other stuff. But yeah, but anyway, I had to give a shout out to Vince Vaughn for, again, getting another article posted about him playing Dungeons and Dragons with the dude from Rage Against the Machine. I was like, that's what I'm talking about.
I just want to be a fly on the wall in their game.
I know,
Just
right?
be
It
able
has
to
to be
watch
crazy.
You know what I noticed when that picture came up, though? He would play a great, like, adult Dusty if they ever wanted to do, like, a Stranger Things fast forward to the future.
Oh, I like
Kind
that.
of has that look, doesn't he? That could be a grown-up Dusty Pooh.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, that's scary. But I like where you're going with that. That's awesome. But yeah.
So I know everybody's heard about what's going on with Johnny Depp lately.
Yeah.
And it pisses everyone off. I know
Yeah.
that. And Amber Heard, everybody wants her off Aquaman.
Yeah.
1.5 million people.
Because there's allegations on both sides too.
Yeah.
Like he's made allegations against her. So if he's been kicked out of movies, then she absolutely should be kicked out of movies too. This shit goes both ways.
No,
This
I
crap,
agree
sorry.
because it's happened with other celebrities. Something happens.
Yeah.
People kick him out of the movies, kick him off franchises,
Yeah.
everything.
Right.
And no questions asked, even if they find out they're innocent. At the
Like
end,
that
they're
Vic guy, that Vic whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I know who you're talking about from Dragon Ball Z.
His name.
We're really struggling with names
Okay,
today.
well, no.
Some
His
weird
last
ass
name,
names.
You cannot pronounce.
It's like
it's like 20 letters. Lahunk.
Minyonga.
Min-
But it's
Siri.
like
So he
some of the
voiced-
letters make
That's
different
crazy.
sounds.
He voiced characters from Dragon Ball Z, Full Metal Alchemist, Ouran High School Host Club. He's a big name voice actor down in Texas. And there was allegations that he's too handsy with his fans. And so anime people, I've met him dozens of times, and when you get a photo with him, he'll put his hand around you. And now, today's world, if I touch your hand, sexual harassment, you touched me. I didn't approve of it.
Well, so I have a question. Working at Comic-Con.
Yes.
Is this man, because I don't even know what he looks like. Is he ugly?
No. So Vic is interesting.
Well, no, because there's a lot of women that met, who's the
If Rob
dude?
Google's voice actor for Edward in Full Metal Alchemist,
I need to
you'll
see
find
this
it.
man. I need to know if it's sexual
Who's the
harassment
lead
or not.
guy from Walking Dead?
Voice actor for Full Metal Alchemist.
For
Edward.
who?
Who's the lead guy in Walking Dead? The handsome one that's always drunk? The one that everybody loves. He was also in...
Daryl.
Yeah, Daryl. So when he was at Comic-Con, these women would live inside his body if they
ugly.
could. And then
Guilty.
people are getting upset about this Vic guy like touching their shoulder too much or
I went
something.
to Comic-Con New York, and Michael Rosenbaum gave me a one-armed hug, and I'm surprised he didn't call the cops on me. I did not want to
Right, and
he can
that's
touch
so
whatever he
normal.
wants.
That's why it so baffles me that people got
There's
so
Vic
shitty
right
about
there.
it.
So Vic is
Oh, no,
quite
he's-
interesting.
He looks like Ken doll.
He's actually dressed normal. So he dresses like he's a rock star. Like the tight pants, and he acts like he's a rock
So
star.
he's like rock and roll Ken doll? Because he looks like a
But
Ken doll,
he's
kind of,
very-
the face.
He looks
He's a
high
very
maintenance.
outspoken Christian voice actor. So it's weird because when you talk to him, he sounds gay. He comes off as very gay and
Well, you can
flamboyant.
be a Christian and be gay. That's all. That's all.
No, but he's not. He's not gay. He's very
I'm just saying,
he's very outspoken against that, and that's what a lot of anime community hate because they like to ship characters together.
Yeah. Well,
it's
and
a
because the
kind-
nerd world is like
Yeah,
the
they're-
most accepting world ever. Yeah, no.
But-
Ken, right?
So there's been a lot of allegations
We didn't really
with him.
talk about acceptance.
But like he's been kicked off Funimation because of these allegations, which when this happened a couple years ago, it's been Broly, the Broly Dragon Ball Z movie came out, and that made millions of dollars for an animated movie, and now he's not doing that character he's voiced for 25 plus years.
So he's not even back on it?
No.
Because at my Comic-Con, or not my Comic-Con, but the one that I work for, they kicked him off in 2019. He was
Yeah.
on our list. But then for 2020, he was tentatively back on, like kind of, sort of. But
The
like I'll tell
crowd's
you guys
kinda
afterwards
died
because I'm not
down on
allowed
the
to
witch
like...
hunt on him.
Right, but like, yeah, it died down because it
Yeah,
wasn't that
stuff
big
like
of a deal.
that.
But they
That's
probably...
creepy. That's creepy. How old is she? That's creepy.
right.
That I don't know.
But also, when they come up and they do this, like these people are asking for that. The actors will only do a side hug unless they're like, oh my God, give me a kiss on the cheek. Will you do a prom pose with me? And all this kind of stuff. Like, the guests request that interaction. Like, in almost every single situation. The guests are requesting this interaction. So for them to be weird about it, it's probably not even the people that were in the interactions. It's other people seeing it that are like, that's too weird. But I don't know.
No, see, and I agree with you because, like, I've met nerd rapper MC Chris. And he's a great person.
He was
and
at
when
Spooky
I
once.
met him, I asked, can we get a very gay photo together? And he's like, yes, I love it. So we have very gay-looking pose together, hugging each other and rubbing each other and
Right.
everything. But I asked that, and he was okay with that.
Well, and like John Barrowman is so amazing, and he's so crazy.
He will guilt check you. if you get
Yes, he
permission.
will. He absolutely will. There's one of my favorite photos from Indiana when we had him. This woman is in like a fluffy tutu thing, and he's underneath of her legs like this. He just crawled right under her legs
love
and
him.
sat like that
He's
for the
wonderful.
photo.
That
people.
sounds playful.
Exactly.
That sounds
He's
playful.
very playful.
Yeah.
Like he.
That looked creepy, uncle, like 2 kegs in at the family
It
reunion.
did. But we also don't know
The context. Of
the context of it, because if she didn't like it, she would have said something immediately, or his handler, because depending on what kind of a con it was, he has a handler with him all the time,
Yeah.
plus 1 or 2
They
con
always have to
staff
have
members
one.
all the time there. That if it's too much or if the person looks uncomfortable, they will stop the situation immediately. Like, I don't know. put a whole lot of stock in this whole thing.
But yeah, because of the allegations, he was kicked off a lot of his voice acting.
Right.
And Amber Heard should be as well.
She 100% should
But the
be.
problem is, because they're saying, oh, we're not because of the contract.
She wasn't convicted.
How is this not voiding her contract, though? But Vic wasn't convicted either. He wasn't convicted of anything. He was just accused.
Well, with Amber,
Vic did have civil charges brought up. He went to court and he lost a court case.
But he got pulled from everything before that happened.
Yeah.
He got dropped as soon as the news came out.
Because that's how the cancel culture is now.
Yeah,
Anytime
which is dumb.
you just get mentioned, oh my God, he touched me without any proof, you're done. You're done.
Exactly.
If you're a photographer, you're done. If anything of that career, you're gone.
Well, then how come since Johnny Depp made allegations against Amber Heard, why is she not done? Well, how does that not void her contract, the fact that she's had allegations against her?
I agree. But DC's like, oh no, Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers.
Because
But Warner Brothers makes Harry Potter also. It's the same freaking company.
I know.
The article said the reason why was because she was not convicted. I don't want to use the word convicted or not accused or not ever. The court didn't rule against her.
Right, but it's being appealed.
That's why. Right.
But there's photos
still.
and video that Johnny Depp had showing this is what she did to me.
Right, and he had more proof than she did.
Yeah, I think it should have gone that way, but
it's dumb.
It's not over. It's going to drag on for a while.
It is. It really is. But he bowed out gracefully. At least he didn't get snotty about it. He didn't get crappy. He bowed out gracefully. I think it's dumb that he's not in the movie anymore, but
Yeah, it's going to change the movie differently.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people
He was
like his role.
perfect.
Who else is going to play that role?
Right?
Oh, yeah, he was.
And now he's not doing Pirates either.
There was going to be more?
Yeah, they were going to do another
Why?
pirate
Another
movie.
pirate.
Why?
Now they're going to reboot it with a female lead.
Yeah.
Well, like, I'm kind of into that, but still,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't agree. That's dumb.
If they're rebooting it, they need to do like Anne Bonny as the pirate character.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if, because there's talks that he's going to be in the Addams Family with Eva Green, which would be amazing.
I've
Johnny
seen
Depp.
a lot of that.
But I know that it's like it's super just speculation. But he would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's probably gonna as Gomez.
I don't know if he could be Gomez.
There's some fan art posters, and he looks awesome.
That's the problem. Gomez was never like drop dead gorgeous.
No, he
was
doesn't
never
look
like. I don't think they could ugly Johnny Depp up enough to make him your average Great Depression. You know, like.
Have you
There's
seen?
nothing average about that.
Have you seen Dark Shadows? Is that the one? Dark Shadows.
Yeah.
It's him and that girl Eva Green. That's who they think is going to be Morticia. But I think it's just people hoping that it'll happen because they had such awesome chemistry.
I forgot about Dark Shadows, though.
I think that it would be a good combo. But you're right. He is a little bit too handsome.
Commanding, like I don't see him sharing the screen well. Like I feel like even if he wanted to humble himself and like draw on a unibrow, like he's still Johnny Depp. Like he'd still steal the show.
And he's
And Johnny-
so submissive to Morticia.
Exactly.
And that, because she
and
is
this
so
supposed
held
to be
up
from the perspective of Wednesday, isn't it?
Yes. So they're not even going to be primary characters. They're going to be background characters if it's Wednesday's perspective.
I think he's too amazing. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you are typecast as awesome sauce. Like
the guy from Sabrina.
They need somebody.
The creepy, the douchey head guy from Sabrina. The head. Yeah, the head witch guy, the head warlock guy
that created his own
Yeah.
religion.
I think he would be a good one. Except he's too much of a dick. I don't know. I don't think I could get past it because he's kind of a jerk in a lot of movies.
I watched the first
Sabrina's
two
amazing.
seasons of Sabrina and I haven't finished it.
Sabrina's awesome.
Yeah.
I got sidetracked with Lucifer after that. And just,
I actually can't really picture anybody that I think would play a good Gomez because it has to be somebody who can, like you said, be submissive but still be masculine and also not outshine whoever's going to play Wednesday.
Unless they make it a little funny, it could be the guy that's in Ant-Man, his buddy.
oh, yes.
I think that would be kind of fun. If they made it more funny, but being Tim Burton, it probably won't
I don't
be.
know, but I saw a new trailer that he's in now. It was too late in the day when it came out, so I couldn't put it in. But there's a new Tom and Jerry movie.
Oh,
So Tom and Jerry are the
That's
cartoons.
awesome.
So it still has the cartoon characters, but it's in the real world.
okay.
Kind of Roger Rabbit-y type thing.
That's cool.
And he plays the owner of the hotel. and Chloe, the girl from Kick-Ass, is in it, and he hires her to run the hotel, and he's like, oh, by the way, you have a mouse problem. So she knocks on Jerry's door, and Jerry comes out, gives her this little business card, and she goes, so detailed, and it's like so tiny. And she has to hire a cat to go after Jerry, so she finds Tom.
There's a trailer for that then?
Yeah,
I'll
there's
have
a
to watch
trailer.
that. All right.
But
That
it looked
sounds
really cute. I love Tom and Jerry. I grew up with it, so it still has that same feeling of that.
That's cool. That would be neat. He would be a
he's in
fun
that.
Gomez if they made it funny. Except they probably won't. If it's Tim Burton, it's just going to be creepy.
What I'd really like to see is the height difference that you haven't seen since like the comic books. Like I would love to see like a 5 foot even Gomez.
Yeah, because I was just thinking maybe John Hamm, but he's too tall. He's way too
And
tall.
again, way too.
Well,
Yeah.
if you think Johnny Depp's too good looking, then John Hamm's going to be.
But they could rugged him up a little bit.
I don't know.
Who's the guy that's with Eva Green in Penny Dreadful? Damn it, man. I am awful with names today. Hold on.
That
Because
one I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm curious.
yeah, because he
I haven't
did.
watched that in
I think
so
he would be okay. He's close to her height, but she could just wear like heels or something. Or if they want to go super short, they could go Tom Cruise. But he's not. I don't really like Tom Cruise.
I don't.
No
He's
one
like 5 foot.
Josh Hartnett.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Josh.
He would actually not be bad. Or the guy that plays Dorian Gray in that, Reeve Carney, he wouldn't be bad as Gomez. Because he's super creepy already. He's just got that weird face.
So on a level of weird face creepiness,
He's pretty, well, he's not quite, who's the one from Con Air? I don't like him.
Steve Buscemi.
Steve, yeah, he's not quite that level of creepy, but he's still pretty creepy.
I like Steve. He's got some serious creepy going on.
Oh, yeah, he does.
He's such a good actor, too.
Him putting his lipstick on at the end of Billy Madison will always stress me.
So here's a fun fact about him. Did you know he was a firefighter?
Absolutely.
Yes.
New York firefighter.
Really?
Yes.
9/11, he actually
When
went
9/11
back.
happened,
Oh,
he
yeah.
came back and helped his group.
The guy, the Red Ranger, the Red Power Ranger, he's a volunteer firefighter still.
Austin St. James.
St. John.
St. John, yes. He's going to be at Emerald City Comics this Sunday.
Oh, really?
With the actor that did Zordon. Both of them are going to be there.
That's cool. Very neat. He's a super nice guy.
Yeah, he is. I met him
He's
at
so cool.
Pensacon this past February or March, and he was really cool.
I was really excited leaving one of our shows, I think Detroit, like our second year. I got to be in the vehicle when they were taking everybody to the airport, and
there you go.
we both had flights like right around the same time, so I got to ride in the vehicle with them. It was awesome. It was super fun.
So a new trailer came out also for Zack Snyder's
I saw
Justice
that.
League.
I've not seen the trailer. I want to.
So the trailer has some of the original stuff that we've already seen, and they added a lot more. So if we can, let's go ahead and roll with this trailer.
Now I've heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah. I did my best, it wasn't much. I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I've told the truth, I didn't come to fool you. And even though it all went wrong, I'll stand before the Lord of Song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah. Hallelujah.
This guy's probably fought hundreds of thousands of other super beings on the other planets he's destroyed, right? And we have to assume he's won.
I don't care how many demons he's fought and how many hells. He's never fought us. Not us united.
Yeah, that looks.
That does look
I'm
awesome.
excited for it. I didn't like Justice League to begin with. I felt the
I did
movie
not
was
either.
It was
horrible.
very anticlimactic.
John loved it because he loves Superman, but the movie just. I don't know.
I'm a huge Superman fan. I agree. The movie was
Okay.
very lackluster.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
But
It
this
felt
DC
flat.
in general, we are not.
It
We
is. I
don't
mean,
belong in movies. We
DC's
belong in
great
TV
on
shows.
TV shows, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. The TV shows for DC are
Yeah.
fantastic.
Oh, they are.
So, but I mean, I didn't really. Some people really liked Aquaman even, and I just.
Aquaman was good and Shazam was.
I haven't
really
even
good.
seen Aquaman yet.
Wonder Woman was good.
No, I like Shazam.
I want to. I just. Oh no, maybe I did. I don't remember.
Shazam or Aquaman?
Aquaman. I know I've
That's
seen
a
Shazam.
sign. If you
Right?
don't remember,
Exactly.
that means
I
you
think I
probably did see it.
Right. I think I started it. I think I started it on a plane and then I fell asleep.
That happens.
But I'm excited. This is going to be what they said before. It's going to be 4 episodes, an hour long each on HBO Max.
What is
good.
the Justice League?
Yeah, so it's
Oh.
4 episodes there. Instead of one long movie, they broke it down in 4. Zack Snyder said he does want to put them all together at the end after they all premiere and make it one long.
Can I tell you how over all these movies being on streaming services I am? Because that makes it so specific to the people that can actually watch it instead
Yeah.
of being in a movie. Like, I know that movie theaters are weird right now and like whatever, but still. All these things that are going straight to streaming services or HBO Max, like that's not available to everybody. And isn't that like so completely what comic books and stuff like that is about, is being accessible to everybody? I don't agree.
I'm right there with you. I can't start a riot in the parking lot afterwards if it's at my house.
Right? And it's just not the same experience. Like, to be something like this, you want the whole movie theater
Well,
experience.
okay, so if they did it all in one thing, would you sit in a theater for 4 hours watching?
Well, yeah, if they had an intermission,
theater?
because they used to have intermissions.
Yeah, they
Like
did,
Cine
like
Bistro?
Titanic.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, and older movies, like, because I love Audrey Hepburn, tons of her movies have intermissions in them. Like, even in the DVDs. It's so funny. They have intermissions, and
I would, but
they
I don't
should
know.
bring
So
that
is
back.
DC going to use this to jumpstart their?
So what we
universe?
know,
Or are they just doing it all?
this is just
Hell
because he got sick when he was originally filming
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
and he stopped. Everybody's been wanting to see what his original idea was. What they're actually going to do, we've been told now, is the Flash movie that's going to come out in 2022 is rebooting the franchise.
The Flash franchise or the DC?
The
franchise?
DC franchise, the
Okay.
movie franchise, because it's going to be Flashpoint. where
But
he
is
goes
it
back and travels
actually
in
going to
time.
be in movie theaters, or is it going to be in
It's
HBO
supposed
Max?
to be. We'll see in 2 years.
If the movie theaters survive.
What happens by then, I don't know, but it's supposed to reboot it. So what we know about Flashpoint so far have been confirmed. We're going to have Michael Keaton Batman.
So that that's
We're going to
wild.
have
I like
Ben
Michael
Affleck
Keaton.
Batman.
Yeah.
Why? Oh, different universes?
Yes, because Flashpoint goes universes. There's talk about Christian Bale doing it. Christian Bale said he will do it as long as whoever, Christopher Nolan, looks at the script and approves it first.
That's interesting.
That justifies
Props to that
him
person.
to come back as Batman. He said he would do it. We know there's talks.
Tell
Brendan
me George
Ralph.
Clooney's coming.
Right?
I was trying to think of his name. I
Who?
was thinking,
Brandon Ralph.
Okay.
That
The
did Superman coming back. And there's been talk Nicolas Cage coming as Superman.
oh my god! You ever see those outcuts of Nicolas Cage as Superman?
That's why people are wanting him.
That is hilarious, dude.
So,
Oh my
it's
But are
gonna
they going to
reboot
have
the
other
franchise.
Flashes too? Like, because there's other Flashes in other universes, aren't they?
So
Aren't there?
that's a good point
Wait, didn't
because
some guy
last
get kicked out
year,
of Flash for improper touching too.
last year on the whole Arrowverse, when it was still called the Arrowverse, we did Crisis of Infinite Earths, where Flash was flying around, destroying, fixing,
Oh yeah, he
destroying.
can't. Yeah.
And at one part, it was nobody knew it was being recorded. It was a last-minute re-edit they did. He went into the room, and the other Flash from the movie came in, And they're looking at each other and like, nice suit, nice suit. They're touching each other, and he's like, then they find out they both have the same character name. They're like, then what's his name? Ezra Miller goes, Vic told me this could happen. Then he gets zapped away. So they brought the movie version into the TV show. Could
Actually,
we
that's a
have?
great.
That
have you
would
seen
be
that
cool.
Clip? That clip is really.
I haven't.
Cute.
Oh, it's a great
I'm
clip.
so far behind on Arrow and The Flash and all that, and I don't like Supergirl, so like I'm not.
No, I
Well,
totally
good thing Supergirl only has one season
Oh,
left.
thank God.
So grateful.
So Arrow's been
I just
canceled.
did not like that
Supergirl
show.
I love
has
season one,
season.
and
First
then
season was really good.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike.
First season was good. I like Supergirl. It wasn't too bad
Yeah.
till the last.
as soon as they lost Kat, they lost me.
Yeah.
Kat was the only logical, rational person, the only character on that show that I actually had like genuine respect for.
And they had
then
so
everything
much
else-
potential to make her such a badass female character, and they didn't do it.
See, I don't like. That's what stresses me out. They had potential to make her a badass character. I think they amped up the female rah sis.
So-
like it's
They
garbage.
didn't
Like
do
don't
that.
force
She
feed
did
me
that.
feminism. Like
She did that. She's very
Who's she?
Melissa Benoist, the actress.
Yeah, they made
That's
it
why
to
she changed
sorority
her
girl
Yeah.
instead of
changed her
just
outfit.
like a strong woman.
Because
the
she
thing
didn't
is,
want to wear the skirt
I
no
don't
more.
think
She's like,
woman's
give me a
necessary.
full body suit. So that's why she has a full body suit.
That's
now.
not even the part of it that bothers me. It's
Yeah,
like
no.
all it's
Yeah.
her.
Everything that comes out of her mouth is because I'm woman this. We women
Yeah.
this. What about just we humans? Why can't we
Exactly.
as people
Yeah.
be held on a pedestal for our what makes us an individual? Like what does our
Yes.
genitals have to do with whether or not we're awesome
Right.
or not?
Totally agree.
She's an awesome
It's disgusting, and it's especially disgusting. Like I'm talking to you, bitch. That she only has this job because of her sex tape, anyways.
Right.
So you don't get to preach feminism.
Shit.
Google it.
I will look
The
at it.
video's out. Like there's the photos are out. I don't know if I can still find the video, but like when she first started preaching all this feminism, I'm like, didn't you get in bed with somebody for this job anyways? Like how hypocritical is that?
Right.
Like you can't wear a skirt because you'd rather wear nothing. You
Right.
But she plays a great Carol King.
But her show's ending. I don't know what to say after that.
He's so flustered.
Mike, your face is red.
Batgirl, the Batwoman, Bat whatever. I'm not looking forward to that since they recasted it, and it just,
Who'd they cast in that?
I don't know who she is.
Did you ever watch any of the first season?
I tried. I watched 4 episodes, and after that, I'm like, I can't.
I haven't even seen any. I didn't even know it existed.
I agree with you. I am all about equality for who we are, not our genitals, to use your saying. And I get so mad when I see it both ways. When I see masculinity forced down your throat, or when I see femininity forced down your throat. So it's such a turnoff. I get so angry. That's.
Have you seen some of the clips of the interviews with, was it Scarlett Johansson?
Yes, all the
She started
questions that they
losing-
ask her.
They would literally go down the line to all the men and going, oh, like, what does it take to get in this character? Like, how can you relate to this scene? And they're like, so what was your diet? Like, what kind of underwear do you use?
And
like,
she called them out.
Like, it only took 2 or 3 interviews. Every interview after that, she has no filter. She's like, let me tell you why you're horrible. And I love
There's
her
a lot.
so
Anne
much.
Hathaway did too.
With Catwoman,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. for
Exactly.
sure. I saw some of those. as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that they are calling people out for that. She was like, how come you get the deep question and I get the question about my sex, my underwear and shit? No.
No, that's good.
It's dumb. Yeah.
Let's go to the next because this can be a long rabbit trail.
It really could.
And I believe this one is a Brie topic.
It is. So, all right, this is super technical, and I totally don't understand how they're doing this or what's happening or any of that. But the people that created the original Doctor Who theme music are turning the internet into a giant musical instrument by doing something with lagging internet and I don't know, lots of techie things. I totally don't understand it. But they're going to do like this round the world music thing.
Using the web, the internet as the instrument.
It's really interesting, and I wish I understood it, but it is not in my wheelhouse by any means.
I don't. No.
It's super, super interesting. They're using something that they've found, something about the lag time, like the millisecond lag time between doing things, and they're using it to create music. So I'm really interested to see how it happens, since I have no idea what's going on.
Sounds like controlled feedback to me.
Yeah, kind of.
I'm picturing Jimi Hendrix right now.
Yeah, it's something like that, but it's going to be like user generated, like stuff.
Mark Muncy popped in. He said the only show he watches is Legends of Tomorrow for the DC shows.
Yeah.
And
We miss
Lucifer,
you,
of
Mark.
course.
I don't even seen some of that.
One.
What's that?
Lucifer.
Oh,
Such a good show.
DC
It is.
show.
I like
yeah.
DC show, right? People don't realize that.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah,
Super
it's
cool.
from the Sandman universe.
He was in Infinite Earths.
Yes, he did.
He did a cameo.
Yeah, did a
Ooh,
cameo.
yeah.
So they have to go to hell, basically, or hell, yeah, to go rescue Green Arrow. And Constantine, the one that can go anywhere, pretty much, he's like, I know someone that can get us there. He's on Earth 666. And so he knocks on the door, and it opens, and there's Lucifer with like an arm full of girls and everything. This is pre-Lucifer, before the TV show.
Okay, when he was still a man whore.
Yeah, before he decided he wanted
Meanwhile,
to.
he would make a great Gomez.
Yeah. Before
He's too
decided he
tall,
wanted to be
though.
good.
He would, though. He would absolutely make
Are
a
they still
good
talking about
Gomez.
making another Constantine movie with
Yes, actually, I saw that. Johnny with
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, when it
Yeah.
comes out, but yeah, Keanu Reeves. Mm-hmm. I actually liked that movie.
I did too.
Yeah, I thought that
Constantine's
was
a great character,
It is.
so
Mm-hmm.
I love the actor that does it on the TV show too.
Yeah, they both are, but I like the movie.
Yeah, I liked the movie. It was good.
I like Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I was trying to
Did you see the new Bill and Ted?
Oh my god, that was good.
Oh,
I
Mark
still haven't
said-
seen it. I still haven't. Where did you see it?
Because
I know it's not on.
it's
obviously.
on demand.
Oh, it's on
And you can
demand.
buy it. So when it came out, it was like on demand for $20. We can buy it for $25. So we just bought it.
Well, yeah, it's a $5
Yeah,
difference.
$5 difference. Give me the movie, and oh my god, it was so
Worth
good.
it?
Mark
Was
says,
it worth them canceling Bill and Ted's experience at Universal? Because, that show got canceled because of that.
You didn't get canceled because of that.
Yes, it did. Our show got canceled for copyright reasons. They had to make, because as soon as they decided they were making the movie, we lost Bill and Ted at Halloween Horror Nights. And that's why they replaced it with Academy of Villains, which, don't get me wrong, Academy of Villains is a great show. I've watched Bill and Ted for 20 years straight on Halloween. And now we don't. And that's honestly how I stay up to date with pop culture, is I wait till Halloween season and I see what Bill and Ted's making fun of, and I'm like, okay, this is what the kids like. Gotcha.
right?
But we don't have Bill and Ted because of that movie, so the movie better be worth it.
The movie
I did not see the movie.
makes you. They do a lot to throw back.
I don't
to
know,
the
man. I
original.
didn't like the trailer for the movie, so I have a hard time buying into the movie being good. I will honestly say that. I didn't really like the trailer.
It's worth watching.
Okay. It's a
Yeah.
bold statement.
I love Bill and Ted, and I was happy with it.
I mean,
because I went
I
in
have
thinking
I
it was
have
going to be
a
horrible.
eclectic viewing taste, so okay, all right.
But it follows their kids more so than them, right? Is what I got
that's-
from the preview.
That's. I don't want to spoil it.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil it. But there's a good thing with their kids. They do a little. Since George Carlin's dead, there's a little hologram at one point of him and everything. So
Oh, that's cool.
They do a lot to throw
That is
back to the
cool.
original.
That's nice.
And
I don't know.
the one girl that's going through the time traveling is supposed to be his George Carlin's character's daughter.
Ah, okay.
So they
That
do
might be
that.
good. I don't know.
That's neat.
It was good.
I'll reserve judgment. I'll look. Like, just was not. I don't know. But see, I like Big Mouth, and come on, that's a horrible cartoon.
I didn't like the last season of it. I couldn't get into it. I couldn't. It was too much. But I also wasn't totally paying attention to it. I put it on when I'm doing other things.
Oh,
and I don't know. I didn't like the last season. It just got they tried too hard.
They did try. I agree with that. I mean, I still thought it was fun. There were bright spots, but I didn't
Yes.
think it was as good as
Right.
the previous. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Some of it was good, and
There
then
was
some
some-
of it was just too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a little excessive. Disenchantment was pretty cool, though.
Disenchantment.
As far as a adult cartoon.
So who likes candles?
Me? Sometimes? I don't know. I don't really do scented thingies. It's just, I don't like smells.
Is this like that special candle last week you were talking about?
Oh God, no! God, no! No! I don't even want to think about that candle.
What is the vagina candle that what's her name selling for $79?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah.
Gwyneth Paltrow, yeah.
It should have been $69, but that's weird.
Her. So there's.
She's also the one that tried to live like a normal person, and she gave herself a budget of like $1,000 a week, and she was starving, and she had to quit like 4 days in.
You're kidding.
$1,000 a week to eat?
To survive, and she couldn't.
Easy.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, she gave up on
that.
being
I gotta
normal,
Google
and
that.
this was to prove how horrible living, like the quality of life is for the average American. And this is why, like, she tried to make it like a look at me looking out for the lower class,
Political
but
statement.
it
She just
completely
couldn't do it.
backfired on her, and it showed exactly how tone deaf she was. And she
awful.
deactivated all of her social medias, and like 2 months later, she was like, "Oh, smell my vagina."
I want to smell it. Oh God.
For $69.
I'd rather
Just today.
smell these candles. They're homemade, gaming-inspired, and geeky soy wax candles.
They are really cool. Like, it's a really cool concept, but some of these smells are just weird.
Yeah, some of them I kind of would worry about.
Like, and I'm
Hunter's
not
Mark
a
gaming
weird,
candle.
like
Dude,
the
Hunter's
bacon
Mark
one and
gaming-
stuff like that. I don't want to smell bacon all the time. Like, if we're cooking bacon and then I'm going to eat bacon, that's
What does the
fine.
Hunter's Mark one smell like? Because that's a great spell in the game.
I don't know. They don't
what are
tell
some of the
you
other
what they
ones? I
smell
can't read
like.
If you click on it, they do.
Do they?
Probably.
I'm looking at the polymorph gaming candle, and I don't see anything of
See,
what.
you know-
Of rich, earthy. It said something about rich,
Hunter's
earthy
Mark?
stuff.
I tell you what though, that is why what cracks me up about gaming right now in the culture, it is so prevalent in everything. Like these candles, there's just so much support for the system itself, which I think is great. I mean, it's so easy to buy me a gift. I mean, I can just, you know.
Any
So Lisa,
D&D
if
nerd
you're
would
watching,
like it.
there's tons you can buy me. But yeah, I mean, candles, clothes. I mean,
So
just
Dragon's
stuff.
Blood is orange, cedar, and clove. What was the one you wanted to know what it smelled like?
Hunter's Mark.
Polymorph. Polymorph's a fun.
Hunter's Mark is...
It ought to be like evergreen.
It's like an earthy thing. Cypress, moss, fir, and bayberry.
Huh.
So real woody. See, like that I could get into, like
I
outdoorsy
need
smells.
one of these candles now. So someone out there,
And they are not expensive. They're
know.
not bad
Someone,
prices.
Someone
need
in my
to get
gaming
some
group,
in-
you need to make that happen for me. Wizards Libido? No, Wizards Library. Okay.
So 450.
See,
is
I
not
would
bad.
burn that at
Yeah,
work,
450
but
is
just
not bad at
because
all.
We need to get a
we're
couple
called
and bring them
Wizard,
over there and
We should.
light them during the games
Yeah,
and
that'd
see
be
how they
cool.
work.
right? It would be really cool. That's why I sent it to you guys, because I thought that was super
That
clever.
is clever. I like that.
The Wizard's Library is mahogany shelves and leather-bound spell books. Sold.
Oh, that's not-
Totally
Are
sold.
they all $450?
$4.50 for 2 ounces, $15 for an 8-ounce tin, or $30 for a 20-ounce wick jar.
That's pretty cool though.
So if we can actually skip to number 18 real quick.
18.
Because this one's an interesting topic I wanted to talk to
I
everybody
saw
about.
that.
So, okay, I love wrestling. I used to wrestle, so I still keep up with a lot of news and wrestlers. Several wrestlers we know are very big gamers. One of them has his own YouTube channel called Up, Up, Down, Down, which millions of subscribers on there. Well, several other wrestlers also have Twitch now that they either play games or they talk to their fans and everything. One wrestler in particular, Zelina Vega, has a Twitch, and WWE came down recently, like a couple weeks ago, said, hey, no more Twitch accounts, no more nothing, that's not us running it for you. Up, Up, Down, Down, that's on YouTube, is actually run by WWE. So they told everybody you can't have a Twitch account no more.
Why? Because they don't have their fingers in that pie and they're not making any money off of it?
That's what we're wondering. So Zelina Vega, several other wrestlers said, okay,
That's dumb.
fine, we'll play by the rules. Now, the thing is, with wrestlers, you're not technically employed. You're a 1099 contractor. So is it fair for them to say, hey, you can't do this on the side?
Absolutely
Because
not.
it has nothing to do. Yes, you can't go wrestle for another company because that's
Yeah, that's
conflict of
fair.
interest. Yeah. But should they be able to tell you can't have your own Twitch account where you play and talk to
No.
fans?
Yeah, if you're an
No,
independent contractor, I would.
Because that's like a second job.
Right.
So Zelina Vega is the only one that stepped up, said, hey, no, this is bullshit. I want to keep it. This is what I love to do. She's a huge nerd. She's made her ring attire set for like pay-per-views. A lot of people go out and do special ring attire. She's done several characters from like Overwatch and other video game characters. So she's real big in the nerd culture and she loves it. So she spoke up, said, I want to keep it. I want to keep it. Then right before she got terminated, she put out a post on Twitter saying, I'm all up for wrestlers being having unions, because they don't. Everything they get paid, they have to pay for their own insurance, their own travel from every day of the week when they used to travel and
That's
everything.
crazy. So they have to pay for their own stuff, and then WWE is like, but you can't go be on Twitch. That is stupid.
The only time WWE covers travel expenses is when they're doing a big like European tour, or when they go to Iraq every year. That's when they cover.
Yeah, they're
it.
USO.
That's dumb. That is absolutely dumb.
She was terminated last week.
Can they even unionize though, like being subcontractors? I don't even think they can.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because workers like that can. I think they should, and they should get their Twitch back.
So she was fired from it.
So stupid.
But that line you said is amazing. That she made more money.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So a lot of wrestlers don't make millions of dollars unless you're someone like John Cena, Undertaker, Randy Orton, one of these big name people that's been around 20 plus years with the company. Like actually this Sunday is the retirement for Undertaker. He's been with the same company 30 years.
But some of the money that they make, it's not just from wrestling. It's from going to fan events and doing other stuff as well. They're not making all this money just from wrestling. They're making this money from taking pictures with fans.
I would just like to point out that we're talking about a company that staged a home break-in and live videoed someone getting shot to death. I mean, it was fake, but it came out that it was fake, like 3 days later? We're talking
What is that? I didn't even know that.
late 90s, early mid-90s, something like that.
Oh, they
Vince
had some
McMahon-
stupid storylines.
Vince
I'll admit
McMahon is
a
a genius. He's not from
yet
this
stupid.
planet. He's not from this planet. I am 95% sure him and David Copperfield are both Vulcan. This is what I genuinely believe, and I don't believe a word of this. I think that this is an amazing marketing campaign to draw a whole bunch of attention to all these people's Twitches, and she's going to get her job right back.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I don't believe this. There's no way in hell that this is good for business. And Vince
it's not good for business.
There's no way Vince McMahon would do anything that's not good for business. Look at his track record. He has never made a false step, ever.
Yes, he has.
Where?
But
XFL. He started the XFL twice. That was a stupid mistake. And he's done some stupid things with wrestlers in their careers. He has the biggest ego in the world. If you piss him off, he'll put you on the losing streak and you'll never have a career.
That's the last company that tried to compete with him. He bought them. Like he doesn't even fight fair. Like there's no way that in a time where nobody's coming to their shows, nobody's coming to watch live events, like they're not traveling. This is where the money's at, is live streaming, whatever.
But they're not making. So
that's why, because they want to run it.
Yeah.
WWE wants to run it so that they get a piece of the pie, which I totally understand, but it's still stupid.
Yeah.
Because if these people are doing it because they're nerds and they enjoy it and they want to do something on their own time, that's what Twitch is for.
I promise you they have already come up with a number of what they're getting, and this is the start of a marketing campaign for that.
Probably.
They decided what she was worth months before this ever went viral. There's no way in hell.
Yeah.
But what's good is there's two other wrestling companies that are
If I could apprentice under anybody, it would be Vince McMahon. When it comes to like business savvy, no, he's not so great with business.
Oh. He's, like I say, he has a big ego. If you piss him off, he'll bury you in the company, or he'll fire you and won't rehire you, like he did that to Randy Savage, one of the big wrestlers from the 80s. He said, I don't want you wrestling no more, your commentary. Then he's like, I still can wrestle. He's like, no, I don't want you to. And then he left and went to a different
Which one's
company.
the Jesus-y one? Is that Randy Savage? Which one's the one with the the John 3:16 thing?
Oh, darling.
Steve Austin.
Okay.
Austin 3:16.
When I was younger, I went to some church group thing concert, and he was there. I'm so not into wrestling. Yeah, I was just like, why is this random wrestler here?
I'm honestly curious. Why would he be there?
He was, I don't even remember. He like kind of, it was like a sermon, but not really. He like gave a weird speech thing.
Oh, maybe
it's really freaking
Well,
weird. Yeah.
Could have been Shawn Michaels then. 'Cause
No,
Shawn
it was.
Oh, it was Stone Cold?
Yeah.
The man that smashes beer cans together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they had him at some like church.
I had no
churchy
idea that
concert
Acquire the
thing.
Fire had gotten so turned lately.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah, it was really weird.
This was a long
Shawn
time ago.
Michaels, is Christian, so he does a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
So I wasn't.
No, this was like 20 years ago. It was a bunch of bands. It was some concert at the Ice Palace, and he was one of the.
That sounds like Acquire the Fire. I'm sorry, it does.
Oh, it might have been. Well, no, which one is that? The one that's at Universal?
I have no idea. I just remember my mom kept threatening to send me to it if I didn't like get my act together.
I remember the one at Disney. I don't remember the one.
Yeah, there was one at Universal. I went to that one a couple times, like literally because I could get away from home for like 2 days.
So since we're on that one, we'll just go to number 19. Who likes Rick and Morty?
I finally do. I finally watched it. It's okay.
Couldn't care less.
It's okay.
John got into it, and it's funny. He'll be watching it, and Mama texts like, "What are you watching?"
See, for me, it's sort of like Big Mouth. There's some stuff that I think it's really funny,
Yes.
and I really get it, and then other stuff I'm like, I just don't get it. Now, I know what's funny. Rick and Morty released a Dungeons and Dragons introduction.
Yes,
game,
they did.
which is really fun. It's hilarious. It's a great box set.
I don't like Rick. I think Rick is a gigantic jerk, and like I know that he's supposed to be. I know that's his character, but it's not cute. It's really not. But it's made for stoners and drunks. Like
I guess they are doing season 7 now.
Wow.
I'm not surprised. But
Who's the guy who makes that? Who makes what's the guy's name?
I have no clue.
Didn't he get canceled a couple of weeks ago too?
Yeah, there's been stuff on him as well, and I don't know what goes on with him. I just don't get into that show.
Who produced it or directed? Okay.
But another thing, Marvel Avengers, the video game. So we talked about a year ago when it first came, the trailer, and I said on Nerd Talk, it looks like garbage. This game's gonna suck. And Dylan's like, oh no, I'm pretty sure it was Dylan, or Brad. They're like, oh no, it'll be good, it'll be good. I'm like, it looks like crap.
It still looks like crap.
looks all the characters just look horrible.
Yeah.
And I didn't want them to make it look identical to the movie characters, but gotta make it a little bit better. The game lost $63 million so far.
Yeah. That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they're saying they're still going to be able to recoup some of that money. I don't see.
I don't know
I think
how.
the game's.
well, but you know, Marvel has to lose a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, I'm fine with it losing money. The game looked like crap.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah.
And the thing is, so on Twitch, 90% of the people that were streaming it stopped within less than a month.
Yeah. That's a huge indicator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're not getting that many people wanting to stream that game, something's wrong.
Yeah.
And everybody's.
Well, they say they rushed it.
There's bugs. There's a lot of issues in it. I'm like, I played it at New York Comic Con last year. They had demo of it, and I didn't like it. I'm like, I'll give it a chance. Let me just try a little demo, and still garbage.
Yeah.
I'm like, nope. But still, $63 million.
That's crazy.
That's outrageous.
But onto a better game, Spider-Man Miles Morales came out. So I picked up this game because sequel to the last
Is there a trailer
Spider.
for that?
Yes, we do. Let's do the trailer real quick.
Look, I don't know if I'm ready to fly solo.
You gotta take the oath. I promise to do everything in my power to protect this city.
I promise.
Whoa.
Qué guapo.
Gracias, mami.
Guys, I wanted to thank you. Both of you.
You need to lay low. Don't trust anybody, and don't take off that mask.
This message is from Roxxon. The underground will stop it.
They need you. Miles, what's the underground doing? They're after Newform. Tinkerer, stop!
Gotta say, I'm disappointed, bud.
Krieger.
You think you can beat the Tinker? Roxxon,
think I got this Spider-Man thing figured out, something goes wrong.
Miles, our family doesn't give up.
Whenever you say Spider-Man, you always mean the other one. You're Spider-Man. You can fix this. Your way.
This is my time. I'm seizing the moment cause I gotta go for the time's gone. Ain't scared of the dark cause I'm bringing the light when the night's gone. I shine on. I see it coming, I don't need a sign. This the moment, I'ma make it mine. This is my time. My time now. My time.
And when did the switch happen? Because I remember like a couple years ago, everyone freaking out about like how Xbox was like the coolest thing on the planet, and now like if you play Xbox, you're white trash.
That's a whole other topic there.
I would like to know.
I would like to know too.
I don't know what team to be on.
Yeah, I'm not on any team.
So that brings a good question, actually.
I my pool and
a lot of systems have game
watch Lord of
exclusives.
the Rings on the TV.
The Spider-Man game you can only play on PlayStation. It's a Sony exclusive. It's a Sony game.
So there are proprietary games that are only on one.
And like Halo, you can only play on Xbox.
And Gears of War is only on Xbox.
Yeah. So that's where a lot of things.
So why
It's the
make
only game I
why make the leap from 4 to 5? What does 5 do that 4 doesn't?
Right.
I would have to bring up a whole sheet. And I don't
It's like what it's like
upgraded graphics.
faster,
There's
it's
so much upgrading,
fancier,
better
and
graphics.
and just to say that you have a 5 is like 90%
So this is for
of it.
clout.
Basically, at the moment, yes.
Like, are the characters reaching out of the screen and touching you yet?
So there is screenshots. Actually, I don't have them because I
Is it
wasn't
backwards
expecting
compatible?
this.
Can you run like PS4 on 5?
I don't know how far
No, with
backwards compatible it
Xbox,
is.
aren't they saying that you can run old Xbox and the new Xbox stuff? So.
Some, yeah.
Well, and I know that some of these games, some of the new games coming out will work on the 4 still.
So-
Like, because the Spider-Man one, you can still buy
Does
it for the
anybody
4.
still
Exactly.
play
So why
Wii?
would you buy the 5 if you can
Wii
still
is
buy
the
games
So
for the 4?
how
I
that
know,
part
right?
works is, so usually for when a new system comes out, you're not going to get games right away. So they're still pushing games because if you have a 5, you still have your 4. So some people still can get their games on the PS4.
So some of your
That can't
PS4 games are working in the PS5 because there's not PS5 games yet?
Now, what if it's a downloadable game and you can like download the game?
I'm going home.
I just don't understand.
Yeah.
So they're still going to make
Explain the
PS4
logic.
games for another year and a half, till they know majority of everybody has a PS5.
Yeah, because when the PS4 came out, I know they supported the PS3 for years.
Yeah,
after the PS4.
so they'll keep doing that. But the PS5, there's screenshots you can see of the PS4 Spider-Man versus PS5, and there is a big detail of graphic increase.
I have a question. Does the PS5 Assassin's Creed, does he not jump off buildings like a friggin' moron?
I haven't played some of Assassin's Creed, I don't know.
So
well,
you want
if they
PS5?
haven't fixed that, then I'm not into
I
it.
don't have $500. Why don't
Yeah,
you?
no. We just bought a PS4 in March. We are
I
not
don't think I
buying a
got my
5
PS4
anytime
for
soon.
A year and a half after it came out. 2 years after it came out.
I have a PS3.
I have no interest. I never had video games growing up. Like, we have a couple of games, and my husband, he'll start playing video games, and he gets super, super into it. I'm like 3 or 4 nights I can play, and then I'm over it.
See,
and then I just sit there and read a book while he
Spider-Man
plays.
game, I love the last one they did, so this was a sequel to that. And the campaign's really short. You can, if you just do campaign, 10 hours. I beat it in a day and a half. Because I just sat down all day and just played it Saturday. It's a really good game. The extra costumes you can get in there, like Into the Spider-Verse, you can get that outfit. And what's cool is you have little upgrades to your suit, and one of them's the glitch from the movie, how you just glitched around a little bit. You can do that in the game.
But, like, what are the benefits of the different outfits that they wear?
Cosmetic.
That's stupid.
Because once you have the outfits, and certain outfits, like there's one outfit you get after you beat the game and you do a certain mission. It's called the Bodega outfit, and you have a backpack on with the cat in there. And the cat has half of a Spider-Man mask. Then when you do your finishing move, the cat jumps out of the bag and claws at the guy's face and climbs back in the bag and looks all cute. And now another orange tabby cat and name him Spider-Man.
See, there we go. I don't know. So you get the PS5, it sounds like just because you get a technology boost, so the graphics are better, runs smoother, faster.
Isn't this one only digital, though?
They have two versions. You have the one
okay,
with
that's
the
right.
disc
Good,
and
that's good.
digital only. So some people, I like buying the games and having physical copies. I don't like the digital.
Me too. I'm old school. I like the.
I like owning the physical, even though I'm never trading it in because GameStop will only give you $2 a day after it
Right.
comes out. I still keep them. So
Well, it's like books. It's like people with e-readers. Like I have a Kindle on my iPad and I get some books on there, but I would so much rather have the physical book. I love books. I would hoard books.
and the 5 is backwards compatible. I don't know
To a
how
degree.
far back it does go.
Right.
Okay.
That
That's
according
interesting.
to Tech Radar.
All right.
But one day I'll have it, not anytime soon.
All right.
When the new Spider-Man game comes out in a couple years, that's when I'll probably buy it.
And when it's not $500.
Yeah, when it's not $500.
So is Wonder Woman still going to make it to the theaters, though?
I don't know.
No.
They're still saying it will. We'll see. Nothing's
know.
really going to the theater.
I mean, the theaters have to not go bankrupt.
Because they're saying December was the last I had heard for Wonder Woman.
But right now, I know you can rent
They're gonna miss their
AMC
window.
for $100. You can rent AMC.
Yeah, a buddy of mine rented a theater. I had never seen Nightmare Before Christmas. And so he rented it, and we watched Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's
at AMC,
cool.
Which was a blast. Thanks, John Hoover.
I want to
And,
rent it and just play video games on
I
it.
want to rent it and watch the Lord of the Rings series. Was what I want to do. I'd sit in there for 8 hours, watch the extended.
I mean, I know a theater that they have really good
20 hours when you're done.
Yeah.
My friend owns a theater that they rent out for private events. They do really, really good prices.
Really, which theater?
Giggle Waters. It's in Safety
I've
Harbor.
always wanted to go there because they serve food there too, right?
They have some amazing
I heard
food.
it was amazing.
It is
I'll
amazing.
have to talk to you later about that. Yeah, I really want to.
Gourmet popcorn.
Yeah, because I heard they did some stuff that just for COVID and whatnot, and they're running the.
They're slowly starting to get a little bit back to normal. Obviously, not totally because they're very careful when it comes to the customers. I mean, that's what you got to love about small hometown is like every single person that walks in that building is family to those people. So they're being very, very cautious, but they're trying to give as much as they can.
Yeah. Now, did they run first run movies there, or they just always?
Yes, I say we. I haven't worked there in over a year, but I used to work there. Yes, they have. They've had movies since pretty much day one. It is usually a different movie every day of the week, and then when things got super, super popular, sometimes they would run it 2 days, 3 days. But yeah, it's usually cult classics and like super nichey things because it only seats, I think, 32, 34, something like that.
Yeah, because I heard about it. A friend of mine told me about it, and right when then COVID hit.
Mm-hmm.
And we couldn't get over there, but I was like really wanted to get. I follow them on Facebook. I see their posting right now. So I'm like,
Dad's actually renting it out for the company Christmas party, I believe. And we were actually just fighting over what movie because he wants something that's family friendly, and I obviously do not.
No.
So I think we agreed on Die Hard. Which is
I hate to cut you off, but we only have 15 seconds left. Everybody can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, everything.
Nakatomi Plaza.
Go there too. Go to Twitch Nerdosphere. Watch the D&D show from there.
Absolutely.
And
More to come. A lot of streaming
next week.
Take it easy. Thank you.